Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper. Today I'm doing my top 5 favourite collectibles from video games. Now, collectibles in video games can vary, like you might have to collect a specific amount of things to unlock a specific thing, or they might just be there to look cool or something like that. And these are just some of my favourite ones that you can get within some video games. So for number 5 are the masks from Majora's Mask. And what I like about the masks is that each one feels very different and feels unique to their own thing. So you've got the transformation masks, like the Goron mask, the Deku mask, the Giant mask, Zora mask. So those are like the ones that make Link turn into something else. So for example, the Giant's mask, it turns Link into a giant and it can help him fight Twin Mold, the boss of the final dungeon. For the Zora mask, Goron mask, and Deku mask, and it can help Link turn into those three things: a Zora, a Deku, and a Goron. And all of the other masks all feel unique. So you got the Stone mask, which can make Link seem invisible to like enemies and stuff like that. You've got the bomb mask, which is basically makes this small explosion, which can like blow up boulders and cracked walls, and it looks like a sort of bomb mask thing, and it kind of like plays on Link's face. And the only way to not take damage is if Link holds up a shield. And you also got other masks like the Don Gero mask, which you can use to do this thing with frogs. And I really do enjoy the masks, and I really think they help the game out a lot. And if you get towards the end of the game before the final boss, where you have to give all the masks to the boss mask children, I would suggest leave the bunny hood until like towards the end, towards when you've given the final child the final few masks. So because like when you go into the moon, there's the tree, and it is quite far away. So I suggest keep the bunny hood until the last child boss mask kid thing. I don't know. For number 4 is money from Luigi's Mansion 3. Now with this, you might think, oh, why is money in a game? Well, it is kind of important on how the ending is done, because at the very end of the game, when you've beaten the final boss, you will be given basically the hotel in the game will be destroyed and it will be rebuilt. But depending on how much money you have built up throughout the game, the final product will be vastly different. So if you have a low amount of money, I think that'll give you a C rank. If you have a lot of money, but not like a lot, I think that'll give you a B rank. But if you have like a vast amount of money throughout the game that you saved up, then I think that gives you an A rank. I could be wrong here. I think there might be an extra rank. I'm not too sure. I haven't really been in the game yet, but that's what I've seen from some reviews and stuff like that. So I do really enjoy the money aspect, because like not only can you do that for the final like end game ending card, but you can also spend the money on other stuff with Professor Egat. So you can buy some bone life thing, which basically these items in which you can use if you fall in battle. Polterpup will bring you back to life by using them. You can also use this tracker thing to find either booze or gems that are scattered around the hotel. And yeah, I do really think that with the money aspect, you can find them in vast like areas of the game. So you can find them in ghosts, boss ghosts, or couches, that sort of thing. So yeah, I do really think that this is an interesting way to play a game, as well as collecting ghosts. For number 3 are the Valkyrie Helms from God of War 2018. Now, what I really like about the Valkyrie Helms is the fight before you collect them, because you'll have to fight different Valkyries that are found within the different realms, and they all have to. And basically, you have to basically try and beat them before they beat you, because those boss fights are really difficult. And with each one you can find them in different locations. So, for example, the one in the fire realm, I've forgotten how to pronounce that. You have to go through this varied amounts of other combat challenges, and basically beat the enemies in those challenges before you can fight the Valkyrie herself. And the one with the mist, you have to find it in like this big maze before the mist takes your life, because the mist is poisonous. And you can find like the other Valkyries underneath these chamber things, and then you can collect, once you've defeated each Valkyrie, you can collect their helms, so you can fight the Queen of the Valkyries herself. And yeah, and I really do like how after you've beaten each one, they'll give you a small bit of thanks and a bit of story, like of how they got corrupted. And then Mimir, who's the talking head on Kratos' hip, he'll give you a bit of story and lore about how the Valkyries, about the Valkyries and who they are, and that sort of stuff. For number 2 is collecting new personas from the Persona series. Now, I'm mainly going to be talking about the personas you can collect in Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, because those are the only games that I've played in the Persona series. And what I really like about collecting new personas is that you can collect them in 2 ways. One is that if you can collect a persona by negotiating with them, either in a palace or mementos. And the second way you can collect a new persona is by fusing 2 or more personas together to create a new persona. And what I really like about this is that each persona, kind of like the masks in Majora's Mask, are vastly different. So you might have a persona that might learn, let's say, ice attacks and physical attacks, and there might be another persona that might learn only fire attacks and maybe some healing spells or stuff like that. And I really think that I think that's one of the main reasons why I really like Persona, because whenever you're in a battle, you can just, if you're playing the main character in a battle between shadows, and you're using the main character, you can switch between personas and just use whichever one you feel like is the right one to use in that particular battle. And I really enjoy it, because it's basically, and also collecting personas and fusing them to see which ones will help you in the long run, and which ones might help you battle a particular boss or particular enemy that you might be getting stuck on, or something like that. And I really do enjoy the personas. And for number 1 are all of the Spidey suits from SpiderMan PS4. Now, what I like about the Spidey suits is that each one can be unlocked at different times of the game, or by doing different side quests of the game. So, for example, you can only get the Homecoming maid suit, which is the like it's kind of like, the one with the goggles that was seen in Captain America: Civil War. You can only get that suit if you've collected every single backpack, and there's like 55 of them scattered around New York. You can only collect the box art suit after like you've beaten Kingpin, and you can only get the anti-Doc suit towards the very end of the game, where Peter's building the suit to battle Dr. Octopus for the final time. And I really do like how each suit works, and they have like their own abilities that you can like mix and match with the different suits. So, for example, you might have, let's say, the Iron Spider arms, and you might have them on, let's say, another version of the Iron suit, like the comics version of the Iron Spider suit, and you might have it on that suit, or you might have very other abilities that you can use. So yeah, that's been my top 5 collectibles from video games. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.